Okay, apparently we are live. Let me go check if that's true. A ver. If I go right now to my channel, yo lo hice público para que tú sabes, la gente lo pueda, porque si no, para yo mandárselo a Tiago es pila de difícil privado. O yo intenté por lo menos, mejor dicho.
Ujú.
A ver, contenidos, close. It is public and apparently we are live. Huh?
Huh?
See, I am also questioning that right now. Espérate.
Live.
A mí me llegó una notificación al menos, tú ves.
So we are live.
Sí,
Ahora será
te
mismo.
chequeo.
Yep.
Me acaba
Yep,
de
yep.
llegar una
Sí.
notificación.
Sí, ya. Ciérrenlo para que no se
La,
escuche
pri-
dos veces.
la primera está en mayúsculas, de hi.
Ok, entonces yo lo voy a abrir y lo voy a mutear.
Ahí,
Para que esté el viewer ahí.
Para que haya un para que haya un viewer, sí.
Para que el algoritmo te lo recomiende.
Yep.
vamos a hacer así, share, copy link y lo vamos a mandar por WhatsApp.
Mándalo por WhatsApp y yo tengo que mandárselo a alguien más. Creo que Carlos que dijo que
Carlos,
quería.
no era.
Carlos
Ah,
iba a
sí,
expectar a nosotros jugar.
El Carlitos, ¿está
Yo lo
bien?
envío de Carlos.
Yep.
Peralta.
Ojalá y se motive a jugar. Me encantaría verlo. Good evening, gentlemen. This is a Sunday afternoon. We are hanging here with the first two members. Okay. We're just gonna be clear. Welcome, gentlemen, to your prologue to the fall of Tartarus. I think that'll be the most appropriate way to say it. Okay. Déjame yo pull this out 1 second. River.
Hello.
Before you open your eyes, you feel yourself weightless, as if gravity carried no more than a whimper to you. Silence blesses your ears. You hear not even the beat of your own heart. As you open your eyes, you feel a pull. You quickly adapt and stand on your feet. Gravity is returned. You open your eyes. You find yourself surrounded by mud walls. You look upwards, you see mangrove trees and humid environment. You find yourself in a familiar crevice. Up there you see two shadowy figures approaching the hole. As they walk closer, the shadow becomes bigger and bigger as it throws a body at the crevice you find yourself in. Looking down on it, you see that you are standing in a pile of charred, mutilated corpses. The corpse that was thrown into, though, looks harmed, alright, but not quite dismembered or charred. You approach it almost instinctively as your vision goes dark. You feel an expanse wave pushing you back. While laying on your back, you regain your vision. You are in a different place. Floating islands are in front of you, and what in the magic is around you? You look around you, and you see that these floating islands, including the one you are in right now, are in space. An empty void surrounded by stars. The layout of these islands seems to hint at the ruins of a castle. You start to look further around, now able to regain your own movement, and you see towards a well that seems to be hurling this sort of black, shadowy smoke coming out of it. What do you do?
I look into the well.
Alright. You approach the well. You see as it gets closer, the mist, or this sort of dark, shadowy mist, starts to get more profuse, and sort of the feet under you starts to get covered. And you look down, and you see up to a certain point, but you see that covering its bottom are mist as it starts going to the top, to the top, to the top, as it starts rising, and it throws mist at your face. You are thrown aback. You take 2 steps forward, sort of entering a defense position. As you see in front of you, this sort of haphazardly materialized figure. 2 resembling bodies, sort of like a bat, almost with its claws. See in front of you lying this sort of half shadowy creature, as the other one sort of unites into one. It makes it more whole. It makes this darkened figure, its skin almost a deep purple, as it looks at you, flying with its wings. Just a taste. As it lunges towards you, I need initiative.
All right. So
Just for him, right?
Just for him. Just for him.
just for
Okay.
me.
You are alone at this moment, by the way, Rivers.
Chilling, tranquilo. All right. That's an 11 in initiative.
Good to know. All right. Si puedes venir a rol, Tebo, te lo
Claro que sí.
agradecería.
Yo quiero ir también,
Eh,
al Boca.
¿Es un nuevo link
Sí,
que hay que
porque
mandar?
no, es uno viejo, pero yo voy a reenviárselo para que ustedes puedan.
Ya lo tengo. Yo puedo mandar también. Yo puedo streamearlo también.
Sí, me
Eso
gustaría
lo
que
puedo hacer.
que lo streamees.
Ok, se me está lagueando. Hey, yo soy este mapa de Coliseo, creo que.
Nope. This is another one, not the one you use for man mage. I made sure of it, but we'll get to that soon. Actually,
Among Us. Creta.
you'll get to that soon. This is the puddle.
Yes, eso es shit as
This
fuck.
is, I mean, the. Si tú lo estás viendo, Donald, por favor, streamea. This would be the well that you've stepped under.
Where is it? Where is it?
Okay.
I need to pop off. Let me see if I have it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna need actually an Arcana check if you can, so that I can more or less tell you more about this creature before I put it in front of you. I don't have a mini specific to it, but I have a mini similar to it.
Dame un segundo. Eso es un 13.
Okay. You would recognize this creature as some sort of shadow creature. This is more or less something you would call a gloomstalker. It's quite a non-threatening creature in front of somebody like you, but you are alone. You're not used to
Okay.
fighting alone at this point in your time.
All right, all right.
Déjame ver, un momento.
¿Tú quieres que ponga un mini?
Yo tengo.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Era para
I
mi
need to
personaje. pero está
check
bien.
the size of this creature. Alright. So now that I checked it, just need to pull it out as it's this sort of size, perhaps a little bit bigger. I had this mini for something else, but I guess since we'll see it sometime, might as well pull it out now. This point, you would be in front of the creature. The creature would be 5 feet in the air, but it's at your belly range. So in terms of squares, it's the square in front of you, on top of you.
Okay. All right.
First up in the initiative is yourself. If you've...
I am first. Very well. In such a case, I am going to do what I do best, and I'm going to pull up my hood and turn invisible.
All right then. See
And
as
with that,
pull off the hood. The creature stands sort of confused.
yo voy a suponer que este es mi personaje que está aquí.
See, el Ringmaster. I don't know if
All
that's
right.
why you wanted me to paint the mini, but there it is.
It's there regardless, so I'm just going to use it. So with that done, I'm just going to move. Yes. 20. 30, 40. And I'm not gonna do anything else. So for now, that's gonna be my turn.
Alrighty then. So you do that. It's this bitch's turn. You see as the creature sort of like stands looking around, trying to see if it sees you, and you see it struggling. But you see as it puffs its chest out, moving its ribcage forward, as it shrieks. Right there where it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Of course. Mhm. Very well. Un segundo. Es lo que estoy viendo cosas aquí. Porque tengo esto. Either way, that's going to be 13.
Ooh. So you see as the creature shrieks at you, and it definitely hurts to the ears, but you seem to have resisted the effects of the deafening sound. As the creature, sort of in desperation, just keeps looking around, and it ends its turn.
Perfect. Alright, so I'm guessing it's my turn once again.
Yes.
So with that done, me voy a mover. Yes. 20, 30, 40 detrás de la criatura. And I'm going to attack it with my sword. So, dame un segundo en lo que... 2, 24 hit.
A 24 indeed does hit.
Alright, that's good to know. So, dame aquí. Roleando esto. Estoy roleando aquí un daño. Estoy chequeando porque...
Casi me caigo de la silla.
No te caigas, hijo.
La creta, todo lo de la silla, como es que I'm sitting at the edge of my seat.
That ass out here just sitting at the edge of my seat, falling over.
Ay.
Pero sí, entonces 1 más...
Checate bien que las imágenes de la cámara no se ven. Like the picture you have, the picture somebody has the picture I have. No se
Bueno,
ven.
mientras se ve el stream, does the stream show?
Sí, no se ve. Pues tú estás esperando como que se vean los
Oh,
personajes. No se ven.
Era lo ideal, pero si no se ve, there ain't nothing I can do about that, I guess.
Dale clic en el tab
Dispares.
para que se vean como los personajes de después separado.
8 más 20. ¿Tú dirías que contaría el hecho de que estoy atacándolo para hacer el sneak attack, ¿verdad?
Definitivamente, you are very well hidden from this creature, and you would gain advantage from being invisible.
Alright, good, good.
This creature does
So-
not see what it's coming to it.
6, 30, 34, 35, 39. That's going to be 43 of damage in total.
Ooh, is any of that damage radiant by any chance?
No.
Okay. So 43. So how do you attack this creature?
Well, moving invisibly towards the back of this creature, making no sound whatsoever, I just use one of my swords to find what seems to be a soft spot on its back.
So you plunge your sword deep into a soft spot and pull it back. I assume you're still hidden by this point. Or do you
Yes.
pull... Okay. So you pull it back as the creature sort of turns around to try to see you. And you can see almost from the face of it, behind it, as this sort of like black blood starts coming off of it. But before it even hits the ground, it just turns into a puff of shadow.
All right. And Yeah. I don't have anything to do with my bonus action, so that's gonna be my turn.
Okay, so the creature is going to attempt to attack at its last position where it was hit, so it does so with disadvantage. That's how it works for invisible creatures, so I've heard.
Yes.
Um. Okay. Does a 19 hit?
Nope.
Ooh, then an 18 does not hit. So you see as the creature starts swinging blindly into the air, and it starts. It sort of thinks for a second as it, as you see as the puff of shadow, as it devonates, and it pops off in a location far away. Other 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Here. It stands at its guard, watching again, confused, looking around, and it ends its turn.
All right. Then I'm just gonna simply yes, enter 30, 40.
This here is a 2-foot wall, so you can technically walk off, but it will be difficult terrain for only that square. Or you can also
What
enter through this area that is freed. This area is also freed. This. Just so I'm informing you of the terrain.
All right. All right. All right. But yeah. I'm gonna stay where I am for now, waiting to see what the creature does.
All right then. So you end your turn, and it's the creature's turn again. See as the creature looks around and says, "You cannot hide forever. Even if I don't find you, the others will." And the creature ends its turn.
Okay. Ah. All right. With that done, entonces hicimos 5, 15, 20, 5, 40.
You could
And
have
I'm gonna
moved
attack the.
diagonally, but yeah.
Yeah. Either way, I'm gonna attack the creature again.
All right, you're still hidden. You still got the sneak attack and advantage.
Yes. All right. So I'm gonna see. I'm guessing. I'm doing the math at the moment, pero un 32 le da.
Ah, casi na. Oh yeah, that hits the creature definitely. This is a crit.
No.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah. Anyways, entonces déjame hacerle daño aquí tranquilamente. Entonces 3, 8, 13 más 12 son 25. O sea,
I don't know math.
25. Estoy haciendo la matemáticas yo mismo. Entonces 25 más. Y aún así son de 6, 7 de 6 más. Ok.
That is indeed a lot of
Dos.
dice, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, indeed.
The creature is gonna
Um,
die.
that's 54 of damage.
Ooh. So, so you were stabbing again in the same soft spot.
Yes, in the same one.
So you take the advantage to see that hex screw slot, almost like a screwdriver, and you decided you're gonna make it a cross, and you twist your blade to the other side, and you put it into the same side. The creature, as it turns around once more, and it doesn't see you. Get out of the shadows!
First, gonna have a couple of bones to break with you.
You see that gaping, the wound is now gaping, a lot of blood is coming out, and you can see a sort of intestine coming out of it.
Interesting.
I think you should pull that out. Just saying.
Just saying.
I would like to see what happens.
The creature is very much hurt at this point.
Alright. Then I'm gonna use my bonus action to do the weapon fighting.
Ooh, what does that do? I'm kidding. I know what it does.
But yeah, it's not gonna be the
Alright,
same
then.
amount of damage, but still.
Don't worry about it.
Entonces, vamos a ver. Eso es un... No es un 32 a dar, es un 31.
Pinchling. Yes, that hits.
That hits. Good, good, good. Now, this is the second weapon that I'm using is, I think. Wait, dame un segundo. Yo creo que sí. This does radiant damage. Just so you know, since you asked before.
You doubled the radiant damage.
Because one does the necrotic, the other one does radiant anyways.
So the radiant damage for the attack roll, I want you to double it. And give it to the next person. I'm kidding.
So, alright, so you want me to double it? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Más lo que hace. And let me see if there's anything else, just so that I'm not missing anything. Okay, okay. Perfect. No, I'm not missing anything at the moment. Alright, so that's going to be 27 damage.
Ooh, how do you want to kill this shadow creature?
Well, seeing that organ that you mentioned before, I'm just gonna very carefully using my second sword just cut it out to see what happens. Yeah, I'm not describing that much right now.
All right. I'll keep it in mind. So you rip the intestine out from where you see it. You see as the intestine. You've felt a few intestines before. They are wet. They are meaty. As you pull this one out, this is dry, leathery, and the blood in your hand sort of evaporates into this puff of mists that flows towards the ground. Not like smoke, which floats off the air, as you would know. This mist sort of sinks to the bottom. As the creature falls, its corpse starts to dissipate into this samely mist that starts traveling and covering the area that surrounds you. You look into the expanse of space, and almost as a shadowy figure, a draconic shadowy figure, giant in figure. Its eyes, well, you can notice their eyes because they look like stars, large stars, bigger than the ones you've seen in the expanse of space you've been. You can stop these soon. You have passed your first test. Yet it will seem that soon I will see if you are worthy for your second one. Okay, we are gonna cut at this point.
Right. Very well.
We're still with you, Rivers, by the way.
Okay.
We move with the winds as we traverse through the clouds. In the distance, as we get closer, we see a mountain stretching high above the clouds. A city on it. Various magical lights going off in this city. It is not night, yet they are lit as if it were. We see a campus, a lot of youngsters practicing magic. And we get higher and higher. A glass chamber. However, this glass chamber is being shadowed by something. And as we look upwards and see, in its might and beauty, a flying citadel. The bottom part, not a mound of stone or dirt as one would expect from something risen from the ground. Instead, collections and stalactites of large, clear crystals in varying pastel colors surround the under part of the citadel, conforming this large cone-shaped platform. On the top of it, a city built of marble and brass, high towers and walls. In its center, a long pyramid-shaped, 15-foot tall diamond. In its current state, glowing ever so brightly. We get closer to one of the towers, over a vigilant window, where we see somebody peeking out towards the horizon down below. Rivers, I would now like for you to describe your character.
Alright, alright. Dame un segundito que estoy regresando por aquí. Alright, so you see what appears to be almost half elf with, fair skin, green eyes, brown hair, short, but with what appears to be some sort of crown on his head. Not a normal crown made of metal, but one that seems to be made of almost sticks sticking out of it. He stands 5 feet 7 tall, and appears to be kind of in the medium to lean side as far as it goes in muscles and stuff. Wearing fine clothes that appear to have some designs of nature and feathers. I think I'm gonna leave it there for now. Yes.
All right, all right. Fair enough, fair enough. River, Noadeth is not currently in the room with you, and as your eyes turn around looking for her, you hear a knock on your door. You hear a familiar, old-sounding senile voice. Night Rivers, Grand Mage Gargath is awaiting you in his chambers. Lady Nordeth is already on her way there. She seemed to be in a rush. And I don't know if this is an opportune time for the both of us, but your breakfast is ready. Royal bird, cooked just as you like it. The man you hear is Errol Hivers, an old butler of the house you currently reside in.
All right. Thank you. I'll be out in a minute. I just have to get some things in order here.
Very well then. I'm gonna clean your room after you get out of it, make your bed and all.
Of course. Thank you.
Very well then. I'll be waiting in the hallway. Will you be having your breakfast before going to the chambers, or will I have to save it for later?
Um, I suppose that what's happening in the chambers is urgent, so I might have to wait on the breakfast.
Very well then. I will keep them. I will keep them warm for you.
Thank you.
You
And
see
I
as you
just
hear his steps sort of walking away with what sounds like metal plates.
all right. I quickly gather a few of my things, and if it is quicker to go to the chambers through the window in my flying broom, I will do so.
Very much so. So you jump out of the window without telling your butler you can come and clean your room. Um,
Bro
just
became Harry Potter, that ass.
just fly up into the main tower, which is the tower of the council, the tower of the Grand Mage. I'm assuming there's some information you would like to know before you enter. Is there something you would like to know? Or has the lore I've given you before been sufficient at this point?
I think it has been mostly sufficient, but yeah, is there anything that I should be worried about in
Well,
this?
as much as the lore document I told you before, Ektiros Gargath is the Grand Mage of the Council. He is not a he's not of an elven sword. He's not even of a humanoid sword. He's an ooze.
Yes.
All right, then I guess there's nothing more you would like to know. Um, so you go towards the chambers. You arrive at a large circular room. You stand on a platform surrounded by pools of glowing green liquid. The liquid morphs and moves as you enter. You see that Noadeth is here, but the Grand Wizard is not. Soon, out of from one of the pools, a long strand of liquid, of what looks like a goop, starts erupting slowly from the pool. and landing at a location near you. The puddle of this green, glowing liquid spreads, but quickly starts to reform in an ambiguously close humanoid shape. This shape creates the resemblance of a human face. In a strand of goop, in a strand of goo, almost in like a small little ball, emerges from the desk in the middle of the platform. Carrying inside it is a beige shirt and some glasses. As the ball connects to the main form, the form is complete, sort of. The torso is done with great remarkable resemblance, now that it has a shirt, and now the face with the glasses makes an uncanny resemblance of a human face, if everything including its eyes were the same color, like a jade statue. Greetings, you see as he says in a sort of goopy tone.
All right, I make a little bow. Hello, sir. You call for us?
Yes, I. You understand your duties in this chamber, Rivers. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Alright, Sir Knight. Well, this House of Council has but another quest to require from you.
What would the quest be, sir?
Well, we don't quite know, but the oracles have called to us, telling us it is of a great importance to a greater oracle than them. So, in other words, they said to me, it's above my pay grade. Rivers, I've been serving this council for 1,000 years. That does not happen.
Uh, oh, and, so, all right, okay. Where do I have to go then? As I try to hide a smile, smirk, hearing the comment that is above his pay grade.
Very well. I see you are excited. I would like to say, be careful. If it's above my pay grade, we are not going to a party, Sir Rivers.
Of course, of
Most
course.
likely we are talking catastrophe. But alas, if the oracles think you are necessary, I see it fit to send you. The oracles are waiting for you at the center of the diamond.
All right, so higher up.
They will share you the location. I'm afraid you'll have to fly there.
I am not a stranger to flying, sir.
Uh, Very well then. Uh, if you have no further questions, then could you please leave me to my thoughts?
Of course,
I have to understand what the fuck they said to me that is supposed to be above my pay grade.
of course, sir. Have a good day and a good thinking. And I leave the, the chambers.
You see as you start leaving, Noah, it's sort of it. She looks impatient as she follows your step, but as you start to leave, you hear Gargath just say, "What the fuck? I've been,
Cállate la boca.
I've climbed my way from the bottom of this mountain to this fucking seat in 1,000 years, and this is above my fucking pay grade." You see as he's sort of sending someone. I
Vale.
can't believe this. This sounds so retarded.
Ah, bueno. Pues ahí
Yeah,
lo que tú
as I leave
hiciste.
the room and the door just closes, I just explode laughing. Shit. Okay, no,
Get your
no,
ass back
this
in
is
here, boy.
serious. This is
Tú ves
serious. This
como
is serious stuff.
you see as Noah that grabs you from the shoulders. You said the dream, right?
You mean the thing where there was the shadow thing trying to kill me, but since I just go invisible most of the time, they don't see me. And then there was the big other draconic thing with star eyes. Yeah, I saw that. Unless you were meaning like something else, because in that case I didn't see it.
But you need to understand, my kin does not speak to me. The fact that my kin spoke to me is a big ass honking problem.
Okay, so it's not a laughing matter. Okay. Um. So there's a serious thing.
Well, most definitely do.
Shit. All right. So I guess we're gonna have to go to the oracles now.
Yeah. Yeah. Y empieza a correr.
Ah, shit. Me subo mi broom para poder alcanzarlo.
So you rush your way towards the nearby window where she jumps off as she spreads in still her human form these dark shadow wings as she descends down to the sort of like planea, like a parachute, starts parachuting to the center of the citadel. And as you follow, you see that um, there are grand mages gathered in the part underneath the giant diamond.
All
So
right.
as you continue to follow them to the giant grand diamond,
Of course. Of
um,
course.
you enter towards this chamber. This chamber is a sort of circular chamber. It's sort of a public place, you know. Usually you've been here. It's a public place for newcomers, where it's a bunch of benches, flourishing fountains under this large diamond that powers the city. Um, but this time, instead of it being a instead of it being a touristic place filled with people and the brim, it's empty. Official city mages are guarding its entrance, and they let you in. As you enter, you see that they've set up what looks like an impromptu lab of arcane down here.
Laboratory.
See that they are, well, to the brim with paper and books. They've even bought bookshelf down here. This is no longer a tourist site. This definitely looks like it's filled to the brim with different books and analogies, studies and magics, fundamentals of all kinds. Especially, you know how important the ley lines of the city to keep it standing are. You know how important it is to keep those books, well, safe, and you've seen those books. You've seen the books that write about the fundamentals of the ley lines that keep the city awake, yet they're here, at the center of the citadel, in bright open air.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay.
You
So
approach, huh?
yes. Yes.
You approach. You see that there's a bunch of different mages, but in the center is this sort of like, I'm gonna call it the oldest, what looks like the oldest person around here. You see it standing with its back arched, sort of resting its chin on a scepter. You see that it's blind. Its eyes are purely white. So this sort of human sort of stands there. See that people don't pay much attention to it, but you assume it's an important person to be just left standing down here. See
I
that this
am
is the
going.
only person wearing non-official clothing of the city. This could most definitely be an oracle.
All right. I'm going to slowly approach and just say, sorry, sorry if I'm, assuming things, but are you an oracle around here?
Yes. I am. Who are you? And you see as she touches your hand. Oh, it's you. So glad to see you're still alive.
Yeah.
It seems we've gotten here in time. Great. Well, River Jinx, we have a calling to give you. It's important that me and my sisters let you understand how big your role is in tomorrow's day.
Tomorrow's day. Um,
Oh, sorry, do you not have any major events? I know you're noble, but I don't think balls and galas are gonna be over precious for what I have to say.
no, of course, of course. I was just sorry. So go on.
Very well. Um, we have a grand oracle, a teacher to all of us, my sisters, that requires your immediate presence. We have not been told why, and we are assuming it is for no joke reason. Nobody has told us anything. We can't see what it is. We are oracles. But yet you are required to the Ashpike's Peak, where you must meet him. You
Meet him.
must speak to him. He requires your presence. I see you are a daunting young man, and I don't know what trials lie in front of you, but they are crucial to the world. And I hope you know that. She gives you sort of like a small smile out of her wrinkles of her face.
Of course. Um, all right. So the Ash Bears speak.
Yes, it's a long journey from here. It's, well, out of the continent, to be sure. But yeah, I was informed by the people here that you have ways to travel sea quickly. Is this true?
Yeah, I have ways of traveling very, very fast.
Very well then. No teleporting circle will lead you there, at least not the ones in this city.
All right.
Well,
Uh,
very well then. I will give you a map. And you see as she sort of turns her head around. I don't know where I left it. It was between all of those papers here.
I'm gonna look towards the papers.
There's a piles and stacks of different scrolls and papers.
Has anyone seen a map? Anyone? I'm looking around.
You see as people moving papers and boxes and they look at you and say, get in line, buddy. We have more than one.
Well, one that leads to the Ashfire Peak, perhaps.
Or just take a world map. You can see the ash. You can see the ash pikes. You can see sorry.
Ashfire
You
Peaks.
can see the ash pikes peak from, well, the tallest part of the city, I think.
All right.
Just look at the mountain that stands over the clouds. Just that easy.
Of course, of course.
I mean,
No,
this one and a few others, it'll only be like 5. You'll get that done. You see as he chuckles as he goes away.
piece of. All right.
I mean, you could ask someone in a department of geography that they could help you in telling you where that is. But you'll have to leave this place and go back towards the study fall chambers, close to guard, basically under the High Council.
I'm gonna turn back to the old oracle lady. Thank you so much for telling me all of this. I will either get a map or just get a move on to the Ash. Se me olvida el nombre, lo voy a decir
Ash
como lo mejor.
Pikes, Ash Pikes
Ash
Peak.
Pikes Peak. To the Ash Pikes Peak. Um, have a lovely day. Now let's go. We have to either find a map or find a mountain.
Very well then. Very well. well, then you see as she pats your hand as you leave. Good luck.
Thank you.
What do you do now? You go find a map?
Yes, I go find the map since everyone is sarcastic in the center of town.
Yeah, it's almost like they don't
Mhm.
know. So you traverse your way quickly towards the High Council building again, and you go towards the Department of Geography. You are standing in front of it, yet half of the department is cleared. Like it seems like they took half of the department downstairs. You know where at this point, but the department seems
Yes.
vacant. There's only like one or two representatives here.
Yeah, as I enter the apartment, I'm gonna say, "All right. So anyone that's not doing anything, please would you be so kind as to find me a war map before I don't know something drastic happens?"
You see as this sort of um, 6'7" tall orc just stands, muscular build, and he says, "All right then. Hello, Sir
Hello.
Rivers. What is it that you require of us?"
Well, so I was in the center of town, of course, and I was given a, just like every other day, just a mission of the oracles that not even the oracles could see themselves. And I'm supposed to have a map, but the map was lost in the center of town, and everyone was being sarcastic. So I need a map that I can lead me to the Ash Pike's peaks, and I don't know which one is the peak. So I need to have a map that tells me which one is the peak that I have to
You
go to.
see as he sort of like hints at his hands, like, "Calm down, calm down. Follow me." It's at this point almost weekly that we receive world threats. Sure as nothing. And as he walks, as he turns around, and he sort of like moves his hand and summons a mage, and it pulls out like a map from a very top drawer at one of the bookshelves, and he points it down, and you see as he opens this sort of like geographical map of the mountains. He says he grabs one of these. He grabs a sort of like bottle of ink, and he grabs a pen. Yes, he pop, pop, dips it, licks it. It's ready. See as he sort of starts drawing this sort of like symbols on the map, and these arcane symbols are of uh, a conjurative state. So you see, as he finishes the symbols, he draws a line, curve it across the mountain. As you see, as the paper starts sort of like morphing and morphing and morphing and morphing, and he hands you this map with a, well, geographical 3D a render of the peaks, and he says, "The one that I've written on top of, that is the Ash Pike's Peak. We are here," and you see as he points towards the top left of the map, "and you will have to fly your way down there. So somewhere among the bottom center, just so you know.
Okay. All right.
Sort of
I
halfway
take.
across the world. No, nothing big."
It's nothing big. I take the map. Thank you so much. Now I have to get a move on.
You see
It
as you
was
fold the
lovely.
map, the 3D render just collapses within itself. So like,
I I open it up again just to make
you
sure.
see, se vuelve a construir.
Okay. I put it away. All right. It was lovely to. Yeah, I have to go. Emote.
Hey, well then, good luck, Sir Knight. Um, and I'm imagining now you start flying towards the Ash Pike's Peak.
Yes.
All right then. Now we're gonna cut to the other trees.
Yay.
¿Dónde está aquí? ¿Verdad que sí?
Tengo double layer de multeado porque estaba comiendo dos chicos.
Okay.
Sí.
As we move our view. Okay. You done?
Yeah, I'm done now.
Okay.
Continue. You can continue now.
As we move our view, shallow waters, clear crystals, crystal clear waters, and cyan blue. These waters, as we move forwards, they get a bit more moving as we start to focus in on an object in the distance. A large island surrounded by different boats. Tourists, you think. its decks filled with all manner of folks around, families, all being redirected by tour guides into carriages. As we keep going, we pass through a lush rainforest, many exotic wildlife seen as we cross.
Hmm.
We arrive at a prairie. Small settlements are laying around a large, mile-wide coliseum. Behind it, a large hill, peaking even above the clouds. We start to gain closer and closer into the coliseum. It is filled with joy, crowds, and cheer. Today is an important demonstration.
It always is.
You hear an announcer. People from all the corners of the world. You see as the crowd quiets. Today, you stand to see a one-in-a-lifetime performance. People returning from retirement for one last epic clash. Firstly, a team that needs no introductions. A fan favorite among locals. The Jade Juggernauts. And swiftly landing upon the area and then upon the arena. Donald, could you please describe your character and the dragon that it's riding?
All right. Vaniac is currently riding a green dragon, but it does not look like well your average green dragon. Because of course we are quirky here. He looks to be some sort of like I had a picture. Where did I put the picture? But he is more of a combination between nature, between emeralds, nature, green scales. It's an insurmountable piece of art that just lands and is as beautiful as he is fierce. I would send you the picture, but I kind of lost it, so just pretend like you have it. He's
Definitivamente.
a he's a huge creature, right? Los dragones are huge creature.
Yes, your dragon is a
He's
huge creature.
he is a huge creature. Like nothing compared to Vaniax, of course, might, which is as giant as the sun. Presumo que hay un sol por aquí. He
There definitely
lands,
is.
and from its head downs a it seems to be a man with human aspects, but mostly with scales and dragonbornish appearance, as you can see in the picture, of course. But he does not seem to be forcing the dragon or commanding the dragon to ride or to take him somewhere. He was standing atop, looking down with a pose that inspires confidence. He has four arms, two that come from above his shoulders, and two his normal two arms. The ones that come above his shoulder are translucent. They have what seems to be stars and galaxies inside, and they're all crossed, forming una combinación de Wakanda for Forever with crossed arms, básicamente así. Um, he has long white hair with una pancita que se va adelante, que se va en la foto, with a very defined head shape. He wears no armor. His chest is fully exposed, showing all his musculatura, que no sé cómo se dice en inglés.
Musculature.
So his very defined and toned musculature. His hands are covered in gloves that almost um reunite with his arms, and they're all combined to form one very drippy, might I add, combination of clothing. He's wearing, ¿cómo se llama? ¿Sabes lo que usan los taínos como para taparse your private parts? But
Loincloth.
ponle, he's wearing loincloths, but with actual pants. So he's just wearing like his loincloths are integrated with his pants, resembling some sort of armor. He is currently barefoot. He's not wearing any shoes. Um, as he takes off, guy, boom. He is 6'7" in height. His eyes are light blue, and his presence very imposing.
Very well. You see as the crowd cheers. Now, one of the crowd favorites. Another one, perhaps. Not of the same side. important straight out of the Sylvan Valley. You see as a couple of men rising from the jail that sort of lies at the walls of the Colosseum, bring out a cart with a tarp covering on it. See as the car out starts chanting, "Free the creature! Free the creature!" As the people carrying the car clear out of the way, these two Aracocra fly down, grabbing the tarp, flying quickly away from it. As these four necks peek out and a draconic body comes out. I need an initiative.
Full-mish? Okay. It's your funeral.
Indeed.
Espérate, que no sé
You and
sumar.
your dragon.
Keep gaslighting yourself. That is 34 in initiative.
34. Mighty indeed. Ay, pero
Esto lo dejo,
your
esto lo dejo
dragon?
rolltable. Ah, verdad, dragon. Se me olvida, sorry. I'm not used to dragons. Yo voy a agarrar su dex y ya. Para la initiative, because I don't have, he doesn't have anything.
See, just grab the
12.
dice. 12. Alright. So you rolled 34, and it rolled 12. Okay, now I need to roll these creatures. Okay. Alright. So you see as the one creature steps out, a draconic body, as, well, surprisingly, another one steps out. Similar
Another.
draconic body, 4 heads. You are facing 2 hydras. And now, you would enter roll table at this point.
I am already here.
Alright, then I'm
Your
gonna drag
honor.
you there. I'll drag you there, if you might. Te voy a jalar a sacerdote.
Esta va a ser witness a mi destrucción.
Why is there 3 Among Guy?
Don't worry about it. You're asking too many questions.
Okay. You know,
Among
they had
Guy.
made that
They're like Texas.
they had made that miniature. I should have filed for copyright infringement.
You mean for copyright ownership? Because it's not yours to begin with.
Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it.
I'm asking too many questions.
You are indeed. I am
Dawn
going
passed?
to grab this.
Like, has Dawn passed? Because for some reason I have 10 charges of my tattoo consumed. So has a Dawn been passed?
I'm assuming it's been a while since the last time you've used your tattoo.
Aparentemente no. I'm kidding. It's not actually used.
What is the size of this creature actually? Alright.
Among Us.
Alright.
Among Us. Hola, buenas tardes.
Okay, I don't have a mini exactly for what I want, so I'm gonna pull out this because minis for Hydra has not been made yet. So I need this twice, basically.
I have a green dragon.
Yep, you need to resize it. That's a gargantuan dragon, by the way.
I can't resize it in the thingy. I can't right click it to resize it.
Just edit it. Oh my god. Oh, I've stepped over my boundaries, I guess.
Use the ruler to measure it.
No, hold on, because the Coliseum is big as fuck. That's the thing. How about you resize the mini, bro?
I can't resize it in the edit menu. I have to like manually go in my library to do that.
Bro, you're fucking my hydras. They just spin and die.
Your hydras are fucking each other. Do not blame me.
No, I will blame you. I am going to locate you only like a few blocks from it. So what?
I'm gonna be a Dragonborn cleric.
You need to make yourself. I need to make these hydras bigger, I think.
You need to make everything bigger. Just there you go.
Well, no, this Coliseum does not hold to its lore. Definitely, sadly, does not hold to its lore.
Just you can also just make the map bigger.
Hmm? No, it's as big as it can. I'll try it.
Look, it's big. Period.
Apparently not big enough.
Just imagine like in game is bigger. Esto es huge, no?
Yep. I mean, if it blocks 3 squares, that's what it needs to block for a huge creature. So now I just need to rescale these to bigger than that.
Technically, I will be in front. Muéveme donde yo estoy. Tú resolverás.
Espérate. Is this huge? No, it needs a little bit more oomph.
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 Yeah, this'll do.
Que la tenga miedo a morir que no la asca.
Real. You would be here, and your dragon would be right there.
Instead of 5 Tiamats, it's just 5 Hydras. 3 Tiamats, I mean 3.
It's 2 hydras.
So, yo estoy adelante ahora, no. Yo voy más adelante de él. So we'll be like here.
All right. So, you got a 34 in initiative. What's your first action?
You know, I really like it when you ask me these questions. It makes me feel unique. What is Vaniac? Here it is. Okay. Vaniac va a agarrar y using Dragonheart, which are his gloves, by the way. No cambiar el nombre todavía, but using Dragonheart, he's going to. What's my movement speed? 55. Oh, okay. I think I reach. I think I reach here.
You have reach.
I think I reach. Okay, so I have. Vamos a llevarlo suave. Let's not start with a bang. There's no need to.
You are putting on a performance.
Fine. You know, what do you say that? When you're right.
You have a crowd long wide of a mile watching
Flurry of
you.
Blows uses key, right?
He definitely does.
I have a question. Would it be possible to grapple these creatures?
If it's a huge creature, I will say. So the creature takes no penalty for its movement since you're a medium creature. But if your dragon were to grapple it, it takes penalty to movement. I think that's the rules for grappling. If you're bigger or smaller.
Huh. So I can't grapple.
You can grapple it. It's just gonna be able to move with you.
So oh well, I presume I also can't shove this individual, right?
I think you can. I don't know. What are the rules for shoving? Shoving rules. 5e. The shove action. Shove. Yeah, you can. But if if it's bigger, it has good to know. That's just for me.
Hi, can I have my arms of the astral self manifested? You'll make it to a key point. I just want them manifested.
You can manifest them as the action is required in the character sheet.
Porque yo no sé si tengo una action. It's a bonus action. Okay.
There it is. Bonus action.
Shush. You make me feel stupid. Oh my god, it's like playing chess. Okay, make it a key point. I manifested arms. I summoned them. They're summoned.
How does your arms look like?
When I do, a creature of my choice that I can see within 10 feet must succeed on a dex save. Yo quiero un dex save de esa hydra.
Indeed.
The arms are there, but
That
they're
is a
dormant. I have to
12.
summon. It fails. It's gonna take 9 points of force damage.
Damn.
As the arms just stop being dormant and just activate, releasing a wave of force. A shockwave, mejor dicho. Creo que es así que funciona. Okay, so I have a question. Los arms del astral self. O sea, eso es lo que se usa. Okay, yeah. I got it. So here's what Among Us is gonna do. I'm gonna use my arms of the. Okay, so I'm going to use the attack action to attack twice with my arms of my astral self. Yo quiero hacer un ahora, so I'm gonna attack once with my normal, like with my hands, and then once with the thingy majiggy with the arms of the astral self. Y A mi entender, since I took the attack action, I can also do a flurry of blows, right?
If it's a bonus action, you've already used your bonus action. I don't.
Okay.
I don't know
I don't know.
monks.
Uh, yeah, that would be a bonus action. I can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. Okay, so I can't. It's manifested once. Okay, Brad, this is a lot of things. Alright, fine. So I'm gonna attack once with my arms and once with the actual self and once with my arms. What is there a
You'll
that is
figure it out.
a con la calculadora, estos motherfuckers están poniendo perros. 22 hits.
Definitely.
Okay, so if a 22 hits, I presume a 35 would hit with an actual 20.
You see?
What are your rules with crits? How many dice do I have to roll?
I am putting crunchy crits, of course.
Okay, so that would be. Espérate, porque. Okay, so I have to say, how would the gloves of soul caching work? Would I add 2d? Whenever I hit, I add an extra 2d10. So would I add a plus 20 or just add the 2d10 separado?
You basically the dice amount do just like the regular criticals. You do just the amount you're gonna do, and then you add instead of adding the equal number in extra dice, just add the maximum amount of damage that those dice can do.
But I still roll the dice, right? So por ejemplo, si hago un de 8 más 10, sería un de 8 más 28.
Tú me estás preguntando si los Gloves of Catching califican para crit.
Sí.
Te estoy diciendo que sí.
Ok, entonces sería. Entonces vamos a tener el crit de ahora. Porque es el que tenemos al lado. Sería un de 8 más 2 de 10 más.
Just tell me the damage. Just tell me the
I'm
damage.
trying to find the math because it's complicated.
I need to do crowd control. Just tell me the
You
math.
need to. Okay. You want me to tell you the math?
Just tell me the result.
Okay. Eso Cristo. Okay, it's loading. Okay. So I would have to go on the action section. So I would roll 1d8 plus 18 plus 38 plus 38. Okay, so toma, what the fuck? Okay, toma 46 points of damage. Te lo puedo sacar cuál es cuánto daño. Plus 2d10 force damage. 2d10. Okay, entonces toma
46 plus.
46, 54 points of damage.
So 10 extra to the 46.
What? Sí.
Yes, okay. Alright then. What else shall you do?
Ese action, bonus action. I'm still in melee range of the creature, so si yo estaba aquí, son 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
So as you punch it with your astral arms, you see that two of the creature's head sort of falls limp as it almost amputates itself.
No
Now it is
poggers.
the turn of this creature, which turns at you and is going to bite you.
Good luck.
Okay, does a 20 hit?
20 does not hit me.
Alright, so you see as both attacks miss. The Hydra is angry, however, you see that from the current wound that you've dealt to the other two heads, 4 more heads appear.
Si me gusta.
Say that this Hydra now currently holds 6 heads.
We're eating good tonight, brothers.
See, it's the turn of the other Hydra. Espérate. Alright, so the other sees the damage done to its compatriot, and it rushes at you. So it moves
Come at me,
5,
mortals.
10, 15, 20. Um, 20, 25, 30,
I forgot to say, Vaniac is
35,
wearing
40.
a small little crown, like a little circlet. I forgot to say. And he isn't entirely barefoot. He is wearing chancleta.
Okay. um, you are currently being flanked.
Oh, so fun fact: any creature to me would have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Well, the regular attack roll, because it has
So you roll
advantage
attack
because of
rolls.
flankings.
Ujú. En este momento de la asistencia temporal, sí.
Yep. Okay, does a 23 hit?
No.
Well then, you see as the four heads of the Hydra start attacking you, and they all miss their attacks as you start blocking them with your astral self. Yes. And now it's the turn of your dragon.
They're gonna call me Morpheus from what I'm about to do to these people. Wait, no, wait. What? No, doesn't do.
It does not have sense.
Where is it? Where the like character sheet? Is it in description?
Extras. It
Extras,
should
thank
be
you.
placed in extras.
Okay, so he has I don't know. The dragon has 5, 10, 15, 20. Llega, llega, creo que importa. He's gonna get multi-attacked. But acá, since I saw one that, do I get? Ah, no, yo creo que eso no va. Never mind. He's gonna multi-attack the bitch. Um, I hate pragmatic translation of the result. Okay, yeah. So one will be with actually, it's gonna use five of presence to fuck up everybody else. So they're
So
gonna
it uses its
wisdom
multi-attack
save.
ability, which includes Five of Presence. Okay.
Correcto. I want a
Okay.
wisdom save from everybody but Vaniac.
All
Mientras
right
eso pasa,
then.
Dragon finna attack. Let me just pull out the dice. What is it? What are they? Ah, here they are.
All right. So Hydra number 1 gets an 18, and Hydra number 2 gets a 22.
What is the DC? I think they both pass. I'm not sure. Yeah, they pass. It roars and they're like not scared at all. Okay, so
These
one
creatures
is
are
gonna.
insane. You would not expect such a thing. You were
Era un show,
hopeful.
es un show sádico.
Yes.
Okay, so the first one is gonna get bited. Does I think that's a 30. Does a 30 hit? I think it does.
Definitivamente.
So se va a comer. Let me just add all the damage dice together. That is true. It's gonna take 17 points of piercing damage as the dragon sinks his teeth into one. Oh yeah, its teeth into one of them. I got confused there for a second. Sinks his teeth into one of them, and it's gonna then take the other damage, the poison damage. Let me roll that right now. It's gonna take 41 points of poison damage, and then it's still gonna hit because
Just
it still
give me
has the
the total.
claws.
Just give me the
Ok, te
total.
me aguantas. ¿Cuánto fue que te dije del primero?
17 you said for the first one.
Okay, so 17 plus 35 plus 35, right?
Mm-hmm. Just tell me the
Okay, I'm working on it.
total.
Entonces, that was the bite attack. Now it gets 2 claw attacks. Se me fue el dado para el piso. That will be 2 bite attacks. Diablo, casi un 20. That is a 29. 29 hits, right?
29 hits.
Okay, so since 29 hits, I'm just gonna roll twice, see if I hit. If 29 hits, would I fucking know. What's this number? 27 hit?
27 also hits.
Bien, so that just makes it easier. So I'll just multiply this average. Un momento. Un proceso. Okay, so en total, la era a la que Vaniac le pegó is gonna take total. I can decompose the damage if you need it later. Um, 83 points of damage.
83. Definitely. You see as your dragon sinks its claws and bites and injects poison upon this creature. The creature is hurt,
But
and
not
three of
enough.
its heads, Now fall.
Su madre. So how many heads does it have left?
Right now, it only has 3 hits.
3.
It
That's
is
doable.
Vaniac's
Um,
turn again.
I don't say that. I start blushing. So my arms of the astral self are still ready. I'm gonna roll twice to hit. Is that the best? Yeah, that's the best use of my time. I
You are
think.
flanking Hydra number 1, by the way, because the dragon is on
Oh,
the other
that's
way.
with advantage. Pero qué coqueto. So first roll. What I'm. We agree that a minimum of 30 hits, right?
Definitely.
Okay, so I get a first hit. Pego uno with the arms of the astral self. So if a minimum of 30 hits, and the other hits, that's 30, 33, and a 35. Yeah,
33 and a
30,
35 definitely hit.
33 and a 35. So no crits, no crits. So that will be. I'm gonna use my bonus action to do flurry of blows. So un key point menos a mis entender, ¿verdad que sí? So that's one.
Definitivamente.
All right, I'm just gonna. Diablo, que está tan complicada.
I would ask you that you now separate the damage between attacks because one of the Hydras is really hurt and the other was full health still.
Well, I'm attacking the one that's really hurt.
Yes.
Tiene que te diga como los sections de daño, right?
Definitivamente.
Well, it's all gonna be force damage as of right now.
Good.
Okay, so feeling bomba today. What about you? You
Bomba
feeling
plat.
bomba? You feeling bomba today?
I
I'm
feel
feeling
bomba
bomba
plat.
today. Okay, so 31 plus. Um, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to do flurry of blows. Me quité el key point. Flurry of blows es creo que hace flurry of blows. Two unarmed bonus, two unarmed strikes. Entonces, 53 points of force damage.
For the first
Ahora te
attack,
voy
53?
a, ajá.
That
Ahora
kills
te
the
voy a
Hydra.
hacer. Okay, then can I just not use flurry of blows?
You could use it for the other Hydra.
You know you're onto something. I like the way you think. Well, diablo, es que eso cuenta como un improviso. Yo quería como quitarle el caco a una Hydra and just start beating the shit out of the other Hydra with the head, but
You
that
could
would count
definitely
as that.
flavor it so.
Yeah, sure, why not? So Vaniac rips out the head of the Hydra, le tira uno a Ardor, Dragon's Name, by the way. Ardor just jumps it up, then takes the other two heads and starts beating the other Hydra with the heads of its former companion. Entonces ahora yo voy a hacer um, the other Hydra Flurry of Blows. Me quitar a punto de Flurry of Blows. That would mean that I do two unarmed strikes. Would fuck me, what's the name of this? 25 hit?
Definitely.
Okay, so if I 25 hit, then everything else hits. So, if I 25 hits, then this hits. So that's 2d8%. So that will be the other Hydra takes 33 points of bludgeoning damage, and it takes 22 force damage. And déjame ver si yo puedo hacerte como yo quiero. Un momento. Yes. Did you get the message? The amount of damage? Because I can repeat it if you don't have it.
Hmm?
If you got the thingy-majiggy, the
You said 24.
okay, so I'm gonna go full on bomba, and since I hit it 3 times, right?
Mm,
Yeah, but no, two. I hit it 2 times with flurry of blows. I'm gonna expend 2 charges of the tattoo to empower my strikes, which would then give me an extra 46. So I now roll two a 46 of necrotic damage, which will do uy, por poco roleo 16 de 6 sin querer, um, which will do a
bien chilling.
total of ooh, that's pretty. Is it? Yeah, which will do 33 points of necrotic damage.
Mm.
Excellent, I had the number.
So you see as 2 of the heads of this Hydra fall. So, what do you do now? You finish your
That's
turn?
that's all I can do.
Alright, you see as the other Hydra moves its two remaining heads towards you, and they attempt to attack you again.
He does at disadvantage.
This is correct. Alright, you see that both attacks just and whiff as you block them with your arms. And you see that ending the turn of the Hydra. From the wound where two heads were removed, four sprout.
Hoy se come, mis amigos. Hoy se come bien. So I'm gonna assume it's my dragon's turn. I think he has enough movement for me to do this without counting. Um,
Indeed.
extra. Oscar is gonna do multi attack again. Um, I lost my dice, but lucky. So he's gonna get bitten. I presume a 22 hits.
Definitivamente.
Then everything hits. Kidding. So that will be better. Let's go here. 2d10 plus 6. Que te separa el daño, o te digo el total.
Dime el total. This is the last creature.
Okay, so. Uh. Peñale susto. Um. Yes, that's the bite, then it's gonna attack twice with its claws. Yeah, but that was if a 22 hits, then this hits. That was almost a 20 again with almost a 20. Piso que maldita sal. So this would be two, two. Okay, so gonna take a total of 96 points of damage.
Bing chilling. You see, as one of the two now risen heads, you just smack them as they come, and you slam two down.
Okay, that just two. Jesus, this Tiger's taking fucking cocaine. I presume it's Vaniac's turn again, no?
Yep. Indeed.
Vaniac is gonna attack twice with his arms of the astral self. If a 22 hit, then this hits. 22 hit and that hit. Okay, so gonna take I love adding up dice. It brings me joy.
Okay.
Okay, 59 points of damage. Is it dead?
59 points of damage.
Do I see it crumble?
It is not dead.
Pues se va como un flurry of blows.
However, it is still standing. It loses two more of its heads. It is now a headless Hydra for some reason.
A headless Hydra.
Yes.
That's ironic, if anything. ¿Dónde está mi...? Aquí. Se va a comer otro flurry of blows. So when is it that I regain my key points? I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Entonces, that's like my bonus action, my flurry of blows. So that will be two unarmed strikes. Like se le da. Se le da. Los dos le dan. It's literally the same thing. Entonces, this will be plus. I have it right here. With another 56 points of damage.
That definitely finishes the Hydra.
You
You see, as the Hydra starts aimlessly trying to escape the situation it finds itself in after it has no heads, and then you finally just boom snap its back and just snap its spine in half. See, as the crowd cheers. People are reveling in this. They've just seen someone return from retirement.
I would like to add, I will use one of my uses of my breath weapon, which is force, to let out a cheering scream, como hacen los guerreros que hacen war, and say nobody has to taste it because it's not tired. Anybody, it's just gonna look cool. That's it.
There you
Like I
have
said,
it,
it's
people
like
of
a
the
big
world.
campaign.
Huh?
It's a big shockwave coming out in 12 seconds, by the way.
In 12 seconds, indeed. There you have it, people of the world. Once more, the Colosseum comes in to provide the greatest entertainment in this jewel of the tropical. Mi loco.
Cuéntame, mi amor.
Vaniac. At this point, you receive a sending. This princess you've
Oh,
only felt once before. Jules, the Sphinx that oversees your home. Master yourself at my domain. I
Muster or master?
muster.
Ah, okay.
I kindly require your immediate attention. Now!
La carreta. Que me rompa los oídos ya. I presume I reply.
Yes.
Espérate, because I have to think how.
It's a 25-word sending.
No sé, es que tengo que, o sea, yo solo que voy a decir, pero tengo que pensar cómo lo diría mi personaje. Okay. You do not command me, Sphinx. Do not order me around. I will arrive at my time. Ahí está. Yo no sé si son 25, pero just pretend that it was.
It was less, I believe. Very well, then what do you do next?
Me acerco a Ardor. I put one of my hands on his. O sea, como, o sea, how is the crowd doing? Do they expect me to like keep doing this, or am I like free to leave?
The crowd is just there to watch as well. Some people have started to leave. You know that the Festival of Arts is tonight, and people have garments they have to get ready.
Sí, 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 and um. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna approach. Can I like politely like punch one of the hydras and just get them away from my cute little dragon from Martha? So I'm just gonna punch one of them, get them out. I'm gonna put one on my normal hands this time.
As people start to leave, you see that the announcer says, "Stay tuned for tonight's fine art night. We will serve the Hydra."
Uy, yo quiero. I'm gonna. Right, so I was gonna do. I'm gonna put one of my hands on Artus's head, and I'm gonna tell him, "Are you well?"
I feel most comfortable when I'm covered in blood.
Good. You're gonna see blood for the black guy, but I don't believe in the black guy. Um, Very well. ¿Cómo se llama este tipo que me está llamando? Bueno, this guy. Ah, no, I don't care. Don't tell me.
Jules.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Está bien.
Le voy a decir a either the Sphinx that proclaims it protects my train wants our presence, but take your sweet time flying there. He does not get to order me around. I would like a ride, of course, if you'd be so kind, madam. But
You
I
see
can't
as
tell you
Ardor looks at you and he says, "You know, while you never liked the Sphinx, you do understand that his celestial protection is important to the island, right?"
Yes. But he does not get to order me around like he's some sort of superior to me. We are even as much.
Very well then. He will take what it is required for the journey.
Be sure to stop if you see any good-looking food around the way. Don't want to miss out on the local cuisine.
We shall see.
Se monta y se va.
So you fly through the rainforest high into the peak, and you enter the gate of the Sphinx's lair. Stone structures resembling different animals, such as cats and perhaps a dog person, are mustered up in the cliff's top, surrounding the entrance of the Sphinx's lair. See as Ardor lands at the cusp of the mountain. We are here.
Very well. Accompany me inside. I don't want to leave you out here. I will make a path if you do not fit.
No worries. You see, as the dragon starts taking its human form, if you would like to describe it.
He has a human form. Okay. Ardor turns into what would be a what's the name of this? What seems to be an elf, but it has long green hair and pointy ears, because of course we're stereotypical around here. He has green emerald eyes, wearing what would be usually um. It looks like the la vestida que usa Keyleth in the of Bugs Machina. It looks like that, but just more detailed with a lot of ornaments around jewels, emeralds, just all kinds of green jewels, along with very exotic uh, flowers, tree parts, etc., etc., etc. And a long cape made out of a combination of leaves and other nature things.
Definitely so. See, as you both walk inside and you pass through, well, actually, you don't pass through nothing. The layer's been changed. As you walk through, it's just a long hallway. A long, bland hallway. You assume he's morphed his lair, as he surely does, and it leads straight to his chambers. So you arrive to his chambers, you see him. He's speaking to something. It's a creature,
No,
but not. Okay.
you know what I'm gonna do when I enter? My Ocean, Vaniac has arrived. Now, what do you call me here for?
So, see, as the Sphinx turned around and it reveals the creature, it
Vaniac
is.
y Ardor.
Alright.
Hmm?
Not something more?
No, 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 que se me olvidó ese dragón, se me olvidó el dragón. Se me olvidó que el dragón existía por un momento. That's it.
Alright. You see that the creature seems to be speaking with something. And as it turns around, it allows you to see it. It is, however, something you haven't seen before. A small elephant flying with wings. Sort of strange. Not quite anything you've seen before. An elephant with wings, sort of feathery wings at that. And next to it is this. Where is the description of this? El Diablo. Me
Que that one,
parece.
I've never
Okay.
seen this before, right?
Yeah, you've never seen this before. And there's
Bien.
also this sort of horse with scales, golden scales, long braided hair, silky, but its under part is this sort of silver that walks under it. See, as he's speaking to both of these creatures, then he turns around. Vaniac, though it has not been the most pleasurable of moments to have you on my island, I'm afraid that someone even greater than such as Jules himself requires your presence.
Good, hopefully he'll be more likable than you are. Who is
My
it?
celestial brothers are here. They have spoken to me of you. An oracle of theirs needs your presence. It seems he needs to see you in a matter most urgently so. You see, as the elephant sort of steps forward and says, "Yes, we do. We actually need you in a mountain a bit far away from here. It's a matter of most urgency."
Vaniac is gonna smile and say, oh, aren't you the cutest? Yeah, take me to your mountain. Come on.
Oh my god. Magnus does not know what it's doing.
What is
You see
wrong
as
with
he
this guy?
looks.
Don't
You
mind
see
me
as you see
talking
as
like
he looks. You see as he looks disappointed to you, and he just says that. He says, "Oh my god, what is he saying nowadays?"
Is he close to me?
He's approaching you as he's starting to exit the layer with you.
I would like to pet him.
What are you doing?
I'm petting you. You're so cute, I can't help myself. Isn't he cute, Ardor?
Don't touch me, please. I'd like to respect your personal boundaries, and I would like you to respect mine.
I'm gonna pat him once more and say
Ah!
what's up.
Stop it.
I stop.
All right then. All right. You see, he keeps going.
Can't help myself, man. He's so cute.
So you follow him outside.
Is el plan?
All
Yo le
right.
hice,
So
ya, Andor me surfó. Andor me surfó a mí, pero está bien.
Ardor is confused at this moment. You see, as leaving behind you and behind Ardor is this golden horse that was next to it. You see, as you go outside. Well, your name was Vanyak, right?
Yes, and his is Ardor.
Huh?
Isn't he? And his is Ardor. Isn't he the cutest? And I pat Ardor on the head this time.
You see, as Ardor in elf form just looks sort of confused. Very well then. I'm afraid we need to take a long flight. So if you would like to go to the bathroom before we start it would be most preferential. I do not like making stops. We need to head to Ashpike's Peak soon.
No need. I can survive quite a long travel without bathroom. Do I have that? No, I don't have that. Never mind. No, I'm fine.
Very well then. Very well then. And you see as it starts to leave, sort of flying. It doesn't fly very fast. Actually, it does. For some reason, I just realized it flies very fucking fast.
For some reason, it does.
It's flying faster than your dragon.
Te voy a decir, let's you a competition either.
You see, yes. Aldor doesn't say anything and instead focuses on going as fast as it can to try to catch up to this elephant.
No, pero él está conmigo.
Yo sé, pero que él tiene que
In
volar.
elf shape.
How the
No,
fuck is he gonna make you fly?
Pero que, o sea que el tipo.
He started flying away.
I misunderstood. Yo entendí que el pana, o sea, que agarramos y nos montamos todo en el caballo.
No, el caballo medium. O sea, el caballo es medium.
Esos son otros que yo pensaba que también el caballo, pero no lo voy a decir. Eso es kind of fucked up. No lo voy a decir nada. Can I help him in any way? Can I like push him?
You can definitely give him some emotional encouragement.
I would like to do so. Yo pensaba que that's kind of fucked up. Now I feel bad. No, so yeah, not actually.
As you both, the Rivers is here. Rivers, are you here?
No, espérate, que se aguante. Le voy a decir al tipo with.
Yes, I am.
Voy a gastar un key point to manifest my astral self. Again, voy a usar una vaina que just lets me. Es como it's here. Whenever I speak, I can direct my words to a creature of my choice that I can see. No. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna use the trait. Instead of making it in 60 feet, I'm gonna amplify my voice so all creatures within 600 foot of me can hear you. And I'm gonna slow the fuck down. And he's getting very upset. Slow down.
You see,
I can barely catch up with you.
You see, as the elephant starts to slow down. Very well, but rush as fast as you can. We don't have much time.
I'm not gonna say it. Honestly, that's not planning. You got this. You got this. You got this. I trust you. You got this.
So as you both start nearing the Ashpike's Peak, you see that you.
Can I take a short rest?
You could definitely take a short rest. It's a 4-hour-long trip at a very fast speed. Anyway, so as you start arriving, both of you, at this point in each of your perspectives, this will be the same. Arriving at Ashpike's Peak is you, but other 2 dragons arriving.
Wow.
Yes, and now.
What is this? Gracias. What am I listening to?
The ending.
Claramente.
Indeed. Vamos a dejarlo ahí.
Coqueto. Do you have any idea how many dice I had to roll? It was not okay. Se ve como que a bailar salsa. ¿Qué está pasando?
Es que vamos a bailar salsa, viejo.
Coño, sí, pero tan, o sea, Dios, triste, ¿no? Nice.
Nice. Indeed. And that's where I'm gonna leave it. Déjame yo cerrar el stream ya.